Here we go. Ready? Oh, who's better than me? Yeah. How you doing? All right. Well, hey, what do you think? Not bad, huh? You can see I got the uppercase started. The last time we were talking about the stop dados. And I pretty much just ran the dados and made my shelving, slid them in, and here's the top case. It's a dovetail box. I just didn't want to bore you guys to death with just doing the same old kind of joinery. Basically, this whole thing is one big, giant, complicated dovetail, you know? But anyway, this is the beginning stages. This is where the candles are going to slide out, you know? I have a detailed drawing right here, as a matter of fact. This is basically what I built it off of. You see that? This is the side profile of the door. So this is the case from this line back. This is the door 3/4, and this is the pilaster, and this is the molding that goes on the bottom. Okay? This is a block that gets put on the front. This right here is the candle pole, which the original didn't have, but we're adding anyways. And this is the base molding that's going to go around the box. This is the bottom of the box. This is the height of the base molding. So I have to make a 1/2-inch frame to sit this on top of. This box. This box has to sit on top of a frame. The frame gets glued on the front of the bottom of the case and screwed in the back with some sloppy holes. It hurts to do because you basically trash the top of the bottom case, you know, but that's alright. That's the way this thing's got to be, you know. So I just want to show you guys what I've been up to this weekend. I cut up all the stock, you know, check it out. I got all the backboards over here. Not bad. I bought a piece of 6/4 because it was actually cheaper than the 5/4. And I just resawed it, you know. And those shelves over there, what I'm pointing at, those are the, you know, vertical partitions. And I got some stock over against the other bench. And it's basically all I had to do was keep cutting all the, up all the stock for the small partitions. And it's kind of boring and repetitious. And you know what? I have, I don't know, maybe 30 or so little dividers to put in. Then I have to put all those valances in. So this is pretty straightforward stuff. There's one thing I have to consider, and that's, you know, the location of these horizontal partitions. These partitions go in this way, right? And the original, they were adjustable shelves, but they were just dados that were, you know, cut into the side of these. And I don't know if I really particularly like that. So Steve's coming down at some point today. We're going to draw out the curves of the pigeonhole dividers, and we're going to figure out what we want to do with these interior partitions. But I really should have this thing done in a week. It gets 4 drawers in the bottom, so it's going to have the candle post here, then it's going to have a doubler for the drawers, and then it's going to have 4 drawers in the bottom of this, and then the door is going to close against it like this here. Bam! You know, open it up, and then it's going to have, you know, 2 adjustable shelves, 2 vertical partitions, and the pigeonholes all the way around. And then hopefully, you know, maybe by the 15th, I'll be drawing and trying to figure out that pediment. And who knows, man, maybe I can get that pediment done by the end of August. That would be pretty unbelievable, but that's what I'm shooting for. You know, and the bottom of the case is coming. Steve's still working on those drawers. You know, little by little, we're putting it together, and like I say, this thing's going to come together fast once, you know, we get it all together. Yeah, obviously. You just can't let it get to you. You know, little by little. Like I've been telling you since, like, what, February we started this thing? March? Whatever? Little goals. Just keep your eye on the ball. Just don't let it get to you. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing, you know? Like, I have a goal today. My goal today is to get all these petitions in, you know? And then if I get that done, I'll be happy. And then I'll be able to start to cut all the other vertical petitions, you know? So, it ain't bad. It's pretty fun, you know? The upper stuff doesn't really scare me too much until I get to the doors, obviously, because they're pretty elaborate doors, and I'm excited to get to them. So I just have to get this like bulk work done. It sounds egotistical, but this stuff, it's not very difficult, but you just got to get it done. And that's the challenge sometimes, is just getting the mountain of work done, like any job that you guys have, So sometimes it's just a job, not an adventure. Well, so much for being easy. I thought it was going to be easy, but it's not going to be. But anyway, that's all right. I want to finish talking to you about those top dados on those shelving units, okay? But these shelves, right, they get a bead on them. And the bead is the thickness of the dividers, and those dividers were made about 3/16 of an inch. Now, you can't really get it cut ahead 3/16 of an inch, and these shelves won't have a double bead on them. So I'm just going to show you how I put a double bead on a piece of 3/4, all right? So let me zoom Illumifocus the camera. I'm going to zoom this bad boy down. See what I'm talking about? Alrighty. There's the piece of 3/4, obviously. Okay? Bam. Nice. Come on. Focus, pocus. Alright, so much for the focusing. This piece of camera. Actually, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. Alright, but anyway. This is a piece of 3/4. Alright? This is the size of the dividers. You can see that they're the same. Now what I did was I went over to my table saw and I just stayed off the dimension a little bit on both sides, and I just removed this material with my table saw. And then I took my marking gauge and I just zipped right down the edge from both sides. And then I just took that material out with a chisel. It was pretty simple. Now, you can probably see that from the table saw, it's got a little bit of a mark right here. These two planes aren't the same. And I really want this to look nice, so this is what I do. Ta-da! Remember this cute little tool of mine? Actually, it's Al's. Let me borrow it. See? See this? So, what I do, I make a pass with the shoulder plane down here. Oops, I'm going across the grain. That's nice. But anyways, you want to go with the grain, okay? And then I take my number 4. I just take a couple of swipes off the top, okay? And then I'm going to take the little plane again. You guys are probably thinking I'm insane. There might be an easier way. I don't know it, so whatever. This is just what I do. Because you can scratch it with the scratch stocks. I mean, there are a bunch of different ways to do this. I'm just trying to do it so the inside of this field is really, really nice. You know what I mean? So anyway, and this depth is half the width of the bead, because that's what it's supposed to be. So anyway, I'm just going to continue to go down and clean this up, okay, until it's a nice straight plane, nice and even. And now I got a piece of stock here with a little bit of sandpaper, and I just clean it up, That's all I do. Alrighty. Now, remember this? I always tell you, this thing is worth its weight in gold. This one right here is 3/16 of an inch because I made it with a chainsaw file. So, now all you gotta do is just make a few passes with this thing just to break the corners off, okay? You don't want to get carried away. So, you can get one with a fence on it that holds it. You can even get a double one, whatever. All sorts of companies sell them, But I'm just kind of lazy. I don't know if I'm lazy. I just use this thing. I'm kind of a caveman. So I go along and I take all this material off, okay? Evenly all the way down down the entire length of the shelf. Now you see this little tool right here? This thing's pretty sweet too. What this thing is, it's just a block, and I took my chainsaw file, 3/16 of an inch, boom. See? Clean that up. Now, I take a piece of sandpaper, okay, right inside there, and I hold it down to the bead. Obviously, I need to remove way more material on here. I just don't want to bore you guys to death watching me do it. So, this is what I do. I just round this whole thing over, right, until this flat on my block hits the flat on the inside of the little rabbit here in between the two beads. You can see how much more I got to come down. So this one still needs a bunch of work. And then after I do that, you can see that I have the mark right here. Can you see that mark right there? This is the mark that I made with my knife, so I know where to put the stop date on. It's there, and it's on this side as well. You see this here? The mark right there. So I just carry that across the face, and that, I don't know, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes, right? But this is what you get. Sorry. Tripped over the friggin' thingamajiggy again. Here it is, okay? See if I can get a tighter shot for you guys. Can you see the bead? I know there's a light that's in front of me that's probably messing this up. You see that bead? It looks pretty good, huh? All the way down. Boom. Now you can see that it dies in there and you don't see any space. See? That's the stop dado. So, that's the stop dado right there. Let me back up because you really can't see it too good. So this is what it does. It slides in and then it right there. And then when I clamp this up, it'll tighten up a little more and it'll be perfect. So, from here, it's going to be a real pain in the ass, guys. Real pain in the neck. What I need to do is figure out where I put all my dividers, and I can't just stick them in from the back like I did on the bottom pigeonhole assembly, have them set back a little bit. On the upper case, the entire plane needs to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, the entire pigeonhole assembly needs to be in plane with itself in the upper case. So all the dividers, all the shelves, everything need to be in a nice plane. So it's going to take a little bit of time for me to figure this out. Steve was here, and we went a little crazy today just thinking. And I think we got it, and it's pretty complicated, so I'm not going to try to explain it before I do it. I'm just going to do it, figure the out, and then I'll let you in on a little secret or two. Alright, you guys get all the secrets from T-Mac, huh? I just keep telling you all my secrets. But that's okay, someone told them to me, so they're not really my secrets. You don't want to know my secrets. Just kidding.